We are often met with confusion from both building owners and adjoining owners as to what a party wall is and when the Party Wall Act applies. Today's video will explain exactly what a party wall is to hopefully provide you with some clarity. The Party Wall, etc. Act 1996 is primarily legislation that makes provision relating to party walls and excavation and construction within certain distances of neighbouring buildings or structures. Many people are confused by the title of the Act and often miss that it provides certain rights and obligations to owners in relation to much more than works to party walls. In the title, the abbreviation ETC, which is derived from the Latin etc., translates literally as "and so forth," and in this instance refers to the provisions of the Act that deal with excavation. Excavation works are not always strictly to do with party walls. We have other videos on our website and YouTube channel which explain exactly which works are notifiable, so go check them out if you're interested. In summary, Section 1 of the Act relates to a new building or wall on the line of junction, the legal boundary between two buildings or land ownerships. Section 2 of the Act relates to works directly to an existing party wall, and Section 6 of the Act relates to excavation within 3 or 6 metres of an adjoining structure or building. Section 20 of the Party Wall, etc. Act 1996 provides us with helpful definitions of important terms used within the Act itself. When considering party walls, it is important to note that there are two types of party walls, a Type A party wall and a Type B party wall. The Act defines a Type A party wall as a wall which forms part of a building and stands on the lands of different owners to a greater extent than the projection of any artificially formed support on which the wall rests. We appreciate this is fairly wordy and a little confusing, so let's break it down. Firstly, to be a Type A party wall, the wall must form part of a building and the wall must straddle the boundary line. It does not have to straddle the boundary equally, and the boundary line could be more to one side than the other. The second part of the definition is in relation to the foundation on which that wall is supported or built upon. In basic terms, this means that you simply ignore the position of the foundations, even if they encroach over the boundary. All we are concerned with at this time is the position of the wall itself. Importantly, when a party wall stands on the lands of two owners, the entire wall, including its full height and length, is considered a party wall, and either owner has the right to make use of this wall. The Act's definition of a Type B party wall can be confusing, but essentially, it is a wall separating two buildings which has been built right up to the boundary line, wholly on the land of one owner. This type of party wall does not straddle the boundary. If a neighbour's wall, in this case the flank wall of the neighbour's garage, is built up to the boundary line, detached and not separating two buildings, it is not a party wall. We have had situations whereby an adjoining owner does not want the building owner to knock down what they see as their garden wall. But unfortunately, unless it has been enclosed upon and is a party wall as defined by the Act, there is very little you can do to prevent this scenario. If you were to extend your property, enclose on a wall like this one, and use it to separate both buildings, the section of that wall that you enclose upon would become a Type B party wall. However, you have no right to do this without permission from your neighbour. If you proceeded to enclose upon such a wall without seeking consent through the service of party wall notices, this would be considered trespass. Garden walls are called party fence walls in the Act. Fences are not party fence walls, despite the confusing name. But let's take a look at what the Act says. Party fence walls means a wall not being part of a building which stands on lands of different owners and is used or constructed to be used for separating such adjoining lands, but does not include a wall constructed on the land of one owner, the artificially formed support of which projects into the land of another owner. Much like a Type A party wall, the second part of this definition refers to the foundations of the wall. So you simply ignore the position of the foundations, even if they encroach over the boundary. Once again, we are concerned with the position of the wall itself when determining if it is a party fence wall or not. Simply, a party fence wall is a garden wall astride the boundary of two lands. We have occasionally had people call us confused as their title deeds state that their fences defining their boundaries are referred to as party fences. This usually means that the maintenance responsibility for those fences is shared between both owners. It does not mean that these fences are covered by the Party Wall Act. In fact, it is likely that your title deeds preceded the Act, and as such has a different definition. We appreciate that some of today's content might have been a little bit confusing and wordy, which is often the case with the Act itself. If you are a building owner or adjoining owner and are unsure whether your wall is a party wall, our team of experienced party wall surveyors are here to help and help you understand the Act. Please feel free to call us on 023 8155 0051. We look forward to helping you.